lost it, so you couldn't accrue it. So I kind of got into buffet mentality. I don't know if y'all have ever done this, where you go to the buffet, it's $10.95, you eat a plate of food and you're full, but you're thinking, man, I want to get full value for my dollar, right? So you get more food. And that's exactly what I did. And so I'd be out, and like I'd be at Applebee's or Chili's or something, and I'd have a steak and a potato, and I'm full and I'm good, but I'm thinking, I only spent $17, I got $8 left. What am I going to do? I'm like, nachos, and I'll watch SportsCenter. You know, or chocolate cake. Man, I love chocolate cake. I would take it IV if I could. Right? But, so I would order this food, and then I'd go back and eat it. Now, at the end of my first year working with Saturn, I grew personally and professionally. And my 34 pants no longer fit. I did what any good man would do. Is what did I do? You don't know how about bigger. Men don't go, is my butt big? I'm not. You go buy bigger pants, right? You go down to Walmart, black, brown, blue, we're done, rock and roll, I'm out of there. Now, did I know I was eating too much? Did I know I needed to exercise more? But I didn't want to change my behavior. Follow this. So I lowered my standards by 2 inches, from 34 to 36. What does not have to change? My behavior. And I'm comfortable again. That's a good feeling. So, behavior doesn't change, and I'm comfortable again, so I keep going out. My second year with Saturn, I'm on the road, I'm buying my nachos, I'm watching SportsCenter, I am loving chocolate cake. And at the end of my second year working for Saturn, I grew, personally and professionally. But I was just filling out into my man body. My 36s no longer fit. So what did I do? Well, 38s, right? This is not hard. Did I know that I was eating too much? Did I know I needed to stop? But I didn't want to change my behavior, so I lowered my standard by 2 inches, from 36 to 38. My third year working with Saturn, I got 3 months into the year. That's how I made it. And the 38s were too tight. They weren't fitting. And I had to have a conversation with myself in the mirror. I was like, hey there, big fella, and that was the operative word. Was it? Now, you understand, I don't have a thyroid problem. I don't have I'm not big boned. I had a food in mouth issue. I was away from my family. I was lonely, and I ate for comfort, okay? That's what's going on. And I thought, I can't buy 40s. You know what I mean? Like, fat people buy 40s, and I was skinny my whole life. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I struggled with weight my whole life. I was never big. I was like, this has to end. And I said, I will not buy 40s. My problem was the 38s didn't fit. So, and ladies, you may not know this, but as a guy, if you have a belt right here, you can unhook this bad boy right here and get like 1.5 inches of extra space. Right? Is that not true? Right? Just excuse me for 1 second here. Forgot this was on film. But, I literally, for 8 weeks, was doing stand-up training for Saturn with the button undone, praying my zipper did not drop, okay? I would go out to eat, and if I ate too much, the only thing holding me up is the belt, and we're already at the end of that sucker. If I ate too much, I'm like hoofing it back to the hotel like this, hoping I can sweat it out by morning. Not because I didn't know what to do, not because I didn't know how to do it, but until I raised my standard and said, I will not buy 40s. Nothing happened. And that was over 15 years ago. My weight hasn't changed more than 5 pounds in that entire time. Does that kind of make sense to you? It's not because you know what to do. It's not because you know how to do it. The only way behavior is going to change is to raise your standard or change your focus. This afternoon we're going to talk about focus. For today, I want you to walk away and say, looking at emotional intelligence and the stuff that I've learned, where are some areas that I need to raise my standard? This is the poem, and I'd like you to let this stick in your mind today. It's called The Builder, and the poem goes, I watched them tear a building down, a gang of men in a busy town. With a mighty heave and a lusty yell, they swung a boom and a sidewall fell. And I turned to the foreman and I said, are these men as skilled as you'd have used if you had to build? And he said, no indeed, just a common laborer is all I need. And I can wreck in a day or two what it took the builder years to do. And I thought to myself as I went my way, just which of these roles have I tried to play? Am I a builder who works with care, measuring life by rule and square? Or am I a wrecker as I walk the town, content with the labor of tearing down? It's a really great choice to make. So thank you for the extra time. Thank you guys for showing here today. I'm going to turn this back over to the Oakcraft guys, and I'll see you guys at 10:30.